CJ Flyer back with the fire, another YouTube video. In today's video, we have yet another NBA 2K24 My NBA Rebuild, the Restart Challenge, aka the Blow It Up Challenge, in which we trade all 5 starters of an NBA team right before the season starts in an attempt to win the NBA championship within that same season. I've been doing these alphabetical order. We are now on the New Orleans Pelicans with Zion Williams, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Jonas Valanciunas, and Herb Jones as the 5 starters to trade away, and hopefully we can get some good returns. I made a rant a little bit. We had a previous one, the Denver Nuggets. We've seen 2K's trade logic in action, how bad it is, and how sometimes when you have the MVP caliber players, trading them away is nearly impossible to get any value back. So let's hope that Zion provides some good offers, and right away I would say better than nothing. We're not getting a lot of good offers here. I mean, Taylor Hendricks and John Collins, not really the offer I'm looking for. This is probably the best one so far. Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Şengün and Van Fleet, Malcolm Brogdon and Rob Williams, and then Klay Thompson and Jonathan Kuminga. I think without question, this Brunson deal is the best one. I'm not even going to think about it. That's it. Done. We did the deal. There you go. 4 more starters to trade for, and we already got 2 players back in return. So next, we're going to see if we can get some kind of a forward or shooting guard for CJ McCollum. So let's see. Zach LaVine would be pretty good. Again, thinking, right alongside of Brunson, a catch and shoot guy would be nice. We could keep adding more New York Knicks players. Get Julius Randle over here. Let's see what else we got. Tim Hardaway Jr. We got Lonnie Walker. Okay, Michael Porter Jr., Bruce Brown, Monty. Man, some of these offers are just not that great. Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal would be fine. I'd be okay with that. Gobert, Jeremy Grant, Klay Thompson. We have not traded for him in any of these videos yet. Again, we don't really care about the longevity of the team. It just needs to be, the team needs to be good for 1 season. That's it. So Klay Thompson might be a consideration, but if I had to choose between Bradley Beal and Klay Thompson in real life, in this current moment, probably would go with Bradley Beal. Klay Thompson has not had a hot start to the season in real life. I think we're going to go ahead and do this trade. There you go. Trade is done. We're not going to overthink this. We're just rapid fire. We're doing this. Brunson, Bradley Beal, and Mitchell Robinson. And so far, we still have to trade Brandon Ingram, Valanciunas, and Herb Jones. We need a small forward and a power forward. And then after that, we can do whatever we want, I would say. DeMar DeRozan, that's a pretty good pickup right there. And then we get Andre Drummond as a backup. DeAndre Hunter and Clint Capella, Bam Adebayo. Nope. Michael Bridges and Dorian Finney-Smith. That would solve the forward conundrum. We got Michael Porter Jr. as an offer. I think I'm going to go with that Michael Bridges deal. Oh, Karl-Anthony Towns is also available. We have not traded for him yet, I don't believe, in any of these Restart Challenge videos, so that might be interesting. Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams, Klay Thompson, Kuzma. So I'd say right now the toss-up is going to be DeMar DeRozan. This Michael Bridges one, I like this one a lot. So the Michael Bridges trade, or we're going to do the Karl-Anthony Towns trade. Now, of course, with the Michael Bridges trade, I don't know. Maybe I value Dorian Finney-Smith a little bit too high, but you know what? We're going to go with this. We're going to go with the Karl-Anthony Towns trade. I don't think we've traded for him before, so we're going to go through with it. And that leaves us with a roster of Brunson, Bradley Beal, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson. We still have 2 starters to trade, so a small forward would be nice. Of course, Trey Murphy could always fit in that slot. So even if there's not any small forwards available, we might just go with best available trade at this point, not think too much about the fit. And yeah, based on the offers we're getting, we're starting to lean that way for sure. So, not getting a lot of good offers. Oh, Şengün. See, that's what I'm telling you. Şengün could be the starting center instead, and Mitchell Robinson come off the bench. That'd be totally fine with me. Naz Reid, Robert Williams. I think, yeah, Şengün. We're going with Şengün. All right, let's do it. Let's get over there. 84 overall. We're getting some good value in return. Don't care about that first round pick. We don't care about the longevity of this team. We just want to win this year. So last player to trade, Herb Jones. Let's go ahead and do it. See what we can get. Kenyon Martin Jr., not bad. Brooke Lopez, we don't need to stockpile too many centers now. 2 is plenty. Austin Reeves, I'd be okay with that. We'd give up fan favorite Jose Alvarado, so tough one. Tim Hardaway Jr., and Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Jalen Duren. I know I said we don't need to stockpile centers, but I mean that's a good center right there. Robert Williams, Kevon Looney. I think we're gonna go with that Austin Reeves deal. We're gonna have Austin Reeves coming off the bench, trading Jose Alvarado, but you know what? We get some 80-something overall players in return, so there you go. Brunson Beal. We're going to have probably Trey Murphy at small forward, Towns, Şengün. We got Mitchell Robinson and Reeves off the bench with some other players. But we got Jeff Green on the roster now, NBA veteran and currently a journeyman, if you will. So we'll go ahead now, go into the rotation. There's the starting lineup, and there's the bench. We're going to go, I guess, 10 deep. I think that's justifiable, if you will. And then as I've had comments before, we'll go ahead to the system proficiency, check that out. Right now it's set to balanced. Willie Green, the coach, does prefer perimeter centric, however not as high of a rating. So it looks like 7 seconds and balanced is the best. We'll stick with what's been given to us. And we'll go ahead and simulate the season. All right, the MVP is Joel Embiid with 27 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks, back-to-back MVPs. Rookie of the Year, you already know. Andre Drummond winning 6th Man of the Year for the Chicago Bulls. That is, I have not seen that in a simulation yet. We averaged a double-double off the bench, so good for him. Giannis winning Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Naz Reid. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your Clutch Player of the Year. The Lakers getting the 1 seed in the West with 56 wins, 26 losses, and going for second in the conference, 2 games back of them. Executive of the Year, yours truly, the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, so let's see if we have any players on any of these teams. I don't see any, so let's go ahead and skip through this and go into the standings. So like we just said, we did finish with the 2nd seed, tied with the Golden State Warriors in record, and much better than some of our previous simulations that we've recently had. And then over on the East, Philly with 55 wins, and then no one else reached the 50-win mark. The Bucks were close, 1 game back. Let's go ahead now and check out some of the season stats here. We have Bradley Beal, of course, the leader in points per game, 24 points per game. Brunson, 18. Towns, 17.5. Şengün, 14. Reeves, 13.5. Off the bench, did not start a single game for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy with nearly 10 points per game. And look at these shooting percentages, man. This is beautiful. Gotta love to see it. Liking the field goal percentages here. So all in all, pretty good. If we start looking at teams where players got traded, CJ McCollum, he was the 3rd leading scorer on the Suns team, 20 points per game, 5 assists, and shooting pretty well from the field all in all. And then, they also traded for Clint Capella at some point in the season, and I actually kind of like that fit. Good for them. Good for the Phoenix Suns. I'm liking it, assuming they played well. I don't know if they actually made the playoffs or not, so we'll have to check those standings again in a second. The Timberwolves have Brandon Ingram, who was their 2nd leading scorer, 21 points per game. They also signed Kevin Porter Jr., who got a double-digit scoring off the bench. And all in all, Brandon Ingram, good season from him. So it seems like he, got into a good situation, getting traded to the Timberwolves. And then, of course, going over to the New York Knicks, we have none other than, where's he at? There he goes, Zion Williamson, finally pairing up with his former Duke teammate and R.J. Barrett. Both of them, the leading scorers on the Knicks team, averaging over 20 points per game. Looks like Zion is out with an ankle sprain for a few weeks. Nonetheless, great season from him, getting a steal and block per game, 66% from the field. His 3-point shooting, of course, leaving much to be desired, but nonetheless, overall, a good season from him. Over on the Rockets, Valanciunas, the 2nd leading scorer on the team with 15 points per game, nearly 12 rebounds, and getting almost a block. And then on the Lakers, Jose Alvarado, 8 points per game, getting 1 steal per game. That's the kind of guy LeBron would love to have on his team. So Interesting fit there. Herb Jones as well, 7.5 points per game, 2 assists. You're not going to see a lot of his contribution in the stats columns, if you will. It's going to be more defensive effort from the two of them. So, them getting the 1 seed, I'm sure it was a good fit for them. And then, once again, I wanted to see where the Phoenix Suns land. Oh, they got the 7 seed. Okay, so they didn't quite make the playoffs, but they have a chance. So let's go ahead, simulate that play-in. And Phoenix does make it out. They are the 8th seed. Meanwhile, our matchup, the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Sacramento Kings. Let's go ahead and start simulating that series. Winning game 1, winning game 2. All right, let's keep it going. Uh-oh. Let's not give away too many. Up 3-1 now, and still not making it. There we go. On to the second round against the Golden State Warriors, who again finished with the same record as us here. Oh, let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the first round. There we go. Lakers making it out in the first round as well. Start simulating these. Warriors win game 1. Pelicans tie it up 1-1 going into Golden State. Here we go. Tied 2-2 now. 3-2 going into a game 7. Here we go. Let's get it rolling. Warriors taking the early lead here, and starting to come back. Pelicans keeping it close, but they are down double digits here. Going in the fourth quarter, looks like the Warriors are going to pull away and end up winning this one. Pelicans get eliminated in 7 games. Same with the Lakers. Wow, Lakers lost in 6 to the Thunder. Let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the conference finals. It's going to be the Warriors versus the Bucks. And the Bucks are going to win the NBA championship. Giannis, the finals MVP. That'll be all for this video. Like and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 My NBA rebuilds. Comment down below, what would you have done differently to help get this Pelicans team over the hump and get to the NBA finals? Let me know, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.